Hey, this is Dave Jenkins with Dave Jenkins Coaching. I'm here because you are the reason I'm here. Now, if that didn't make sense to you, we'll talk about it later. But I do have something I want to talk to you about that should make sense to you, and it's talking about how you speak to yourself. It's so important that we understand how to speak to ourselves so that we're able to communicate not only who we are to others, but to ourselves. And one of the things that I've noticed in my coaching practice is sometimes we learn how to lie to ourselves. Anybody out there ever lied to yourself? You ever lied so that you don't believe it and others don't believe it? Well, there's a reason why we lie to ourselves about things. And one of the reasons is because we don't know how to handle the truth of either our reality that we're in or the truth that God has set before us. In John 8 and 32, Jesus says that you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Now, some translations said make you free, but the big thing is truth, not the half truths, not a partial truth, but the truth will set you free. Now, why do we not tell the truth sometimes? Sometimes we're self-deception. The self-deception leads us. We're being self-deceived. What does that mean? We don't want to consider what's really going on. We figure if I don't deal with it, maybe it'll go away. And instead of me learning how to improve myself, or instead of me learning how to communicate my emotions, my thoughts, it'll just somehow magically take care of itself. Can I tell you something? It doesn't magically take care of itself. It can only get worse. Self-deception is another form of avoidance. That's another way we don't tell the truth. We avoid the truth. Why? Because we think it's too painful. There's going to be too much drama. We think there's going to be conflict. We're afraid of all those things. Let me tell you something. The reason you breathe, that there's conflict, there's pressure on your lungs that causes you to inhale, and then that same pressure causes you to exhale. When you got conflict in your life, you need to get that stuff out. You need to exhale the tension, the friction, the uncertainty, the fear, and start inhaling the truth of God's love, the truth of who you are, the truth of how relationships can really be. That avoidance is stopping you, and it causes you to hide your feelings. Instead of really dealing with your feelings or sharing your feelings, you cover it up and bring a version of you that doesn't really have true feelings. It's just trying to fit in. You're trying to be a round piece of furniture trying to fit into a square peg. Not going to work. And it leads to emotional distortion. You don't know who you are sometimes. You ever been like, lying will do that to you. Now, stay tuned because in the next podcast or the next segment or the next video, we're going to talk about how to break out of that. So today is just setting the framework of why lying to yourself can be harmful. Hey, until next time, this is Dave Jenkins with Dave Jenkins Coaching. You stay strong. God is on your side. Be blessed.